you mentioned, the vitriol that came out of Trump about you. It really what comes to mind for me is what he would later do to Kathy Griffin. And I know that are you still very close with her?
Oh, we know each other. We're friendly. I mean, we don't go on vacation together or talk on the phone unless there's something going on. But I like her very much. She's a nice woman.
Like, she was very public about how all of her famous friends pretty much like scattered like rats, like Andy Cohen, Anderson Cooper. And she said that you were one of the most loyal, true people, like in that moment of crisis, that you were really there for her. Like, it's such a strange thing that the two of you have in common. What did you say to her, when that happened?
She put up the picture and I called her right away and said, take it down. Take it down and apologize. Daniel Pearl's mother is going to see this. Now, she has remembered the story in a way that puts her in the role of, oh, I was thinking of Daniel Pearl. Trust me, she wasn't. She said, who's Daniel Pearl? Mm-hmm. So she didn't know, right? She didn't think about it. She got a free photo shoot out of it. And she did this picture for the photographer so she wouldn't have to pay the photographer. And he owns the rights to that picture. She got no money from the picture. But, I questioned why she would do that, because it's the art of the enemy to take off people's heads. It is not the art of American. It is the art of terrorism. And why she would do that, even though he's the most despicable human being and deserves all of the vitriol that is now hopefully coming at him based on the reality of the 4 years of hell we lived through. But I told her to do it, and I told her to apologize, and she apologized, and right then and there. And then a few months later said she felt bad that she apologized. And, listen, I tried to help Roseanne too. When Roseanne put up that text about Planet of the Apes.
Yes.
I called her and said, take it down right now and go to the hospital, because something's going on emotionally and mentally with you. That's not you. That's not the you that I know. You have to go get help, Roseanne,
And how did she respond?
She was like, you think so? Really? Is it that big a deal? I'm like, it's that big a deal, Roseanne. Go do it right now. And she didn't do it. And she thought she could talk to, ABC. But she was really at a breaking point at that point in her life. And, people who struggled with mental health issues their whole career and have been open about it to the effect of helping millions of people. I think she, needed a little bit of guidance and protection and, perspective on what she had done and what it said and what that means in the world to be coming out of you and condoning racism, even though she claims it wasn't a racist statement. It was about Arabs, which I didn't really believe. But,
right.
I try when people, especially women, get in a sticky situation to say, is there anything I can do? Like Martha Stewart, when she went to jail. I didn't really know Martha Stewart. I wasn't really friends with Martha Stewart. I had never really been out to dinner with Martha Stewart, but I left her an email that said, if you ever need anything, please let me know. I'm sorry this happened to you. It's misogyny at its best. Men do this every day, and you are getting put in jail for it, and it's absurd. And then a few months later, I got a call from her assistant saying, could I go visit her in jail? And so I did. I flew on a private plane down to Virginia, and I visited her in jail. And, I feel for the women who are people try to cancel,
Right.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, finish your thought.
No, people try to cancel, and I try to help if I can, not that I'm any but I've been through a lot, and I understand what it feels like when you're kind of the brunt of the joke or the person being taken down, and I try to reach out and say, hey, you're not alone. There's people out there who are standing behind you, and I'm one of them.
Before we